It's interesting that you say movie watchers or film enthusiasts are much more critical. Do you think cinephiles are on this other end of the spectrum, and that a lot of these are made for movie lovers? Oh, we love to go. We love the big seats that recline and have the popcorn. But in terms of really dissecting the story and how the camera was placed, there's a very small few out there. And what's the difference between a movie lover and a cinephile?
Well, it's a good question. What's the difference between a movie lover and a cinephile? Well, I think a movie lover may be somebody. It's interesting. I think a movie lover may be what you said, which is somebody who loves the event of going to the movies, the whole process. It's not just the movie. It's going to the movies. It's getting the popcorn. It's being social. It's getting out of the house. It's the whole thing. They may even love the trailers. And it's so funny though. It's like now I'm getting so old to the point where like when the round of 7 trailers or whatever comes, I look at my wife and I go, I'm exhausted. Like I can go home now. Like I don't even need to see the movie. I'm like already being bombed by so much visual stimulus. But I think a movie lover loves the film, maybe loves the film in the process of going to the film. A cinephile may too, but I think a cinephile is more of a student of cinema, somebody who is more an analytical thinker, a critical thinker, someone who puts the film into context of the filmmaker's filmography and has maybe seen everything that the filmmaker's made and is going to constantly reference. And I think all filmmakers have a bit of both in them. They have the cinephile in them. There's somebody who has seen every Stanley Kubrick movie and is able to tell you which is his favorite and which is his not. The cinephile will tell you why Back to the Future 1 is better than Back to the Future 2 and why Robert Zemeckis, did a stronger job in that than he did in Back to the Future 3. Like that kind of nerddom, which I'm clearly one of us. A movie lover is going to be less discriminating, I think. I think it accounts for why. I was trying to explain to my wife about the summer blockbuster that there was a period when I looked forward as a kid to the summer because a certain type of movie came out in the summer, which was just big, expensive, stupid, bloated adventure action. Like that was the time and place for those types of movies. And it was good because you went into watching those films, or I went into watching those things with a different cap on. I wasn't going in to be moved by the towering inferno the same way I expected to be moved by All the President's Men or Dog Day Afternoon. But I was being given during the year a certain, I don't want to say, more intelligent kind of entertainment, but it certainly was more character oriented, and when the writing, it was more realistic, it was more nuanced and complex. And then, it was like that was your diet, and then summer was like just dessert, and you could just get these. And it's funny, now it just seems like it's all summer. It's almost like the summer isn't special anymore because these movies are coming out. That's what's getting made, during the year too. So, I don't know. I don't know if that answers your question, but I think the cinephile is definitely more discriminating and has more to say about the film and the filmmaker.
So how Jeff Foxworthy used to say, you might be a redneck if... You might be a cinephile.
Right, you might be a cinephile if you start ranking your Kubrick movies from 1 to 7 or however many they were, you might be, yes, it's a cinephile is just somebody who is able to point out the nitty-gritty.